What's up, Queen Gamers? What's going on? How you doing? What's poppin' with ya? Hey. Yes, baby. It's like 70 degrees in the ATL. And yes, I still got my little hoodie because it's still wintertime and it's still January. But it feel good today. I'm just like, okay, let me go ahead on and get this video out the way. And before I get it out the way here, like, share, and subscribe. And also, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with y'all? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm enjoying this pretty weather. It feel good, but it's cloudy, though. We had a little winter storm scare last night, though. It was supposed to be like a tornado, which it was or whatever, though. But from what I was hearing, though, Alabama had got it, little remnants of it real good, pretty much. And also I was sleeping through it, so it sounded like it was hell. But I didn't catch all the news or whatever though. But not here or there though. But we woke up pretty good in the A's, pretty out, everybody out. And I come with y'all with a little story time or whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. And I'm going to come with a story time when I first got into a fight. Like when I first had to, for real, defend myself or whatever, though. This is when I was way in elementary school. And I still remember it to this day. And I was in the 3rd grade. And we're getting ready to get into the story because at the end of the day, people look at you like you the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Because you went to defend your fort. When, you know what I'm saying, you was violated first. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to defend your fort regardless of how everybody look at it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it's best to walk away from a lot of stuff, especially, you know, when it can land you in deeper trouble. But I was in school at the time, but at the same time, I feel like you can defend yourself in a tactful way. But like I said, I was in school. But anyway, so it's a cute little story time, kind of funny, but at the same time, you know, bullying is not what's up because back in my day, I'm an 80s baby. And back in my day, when they came to, you know what I'm saying, ripping for those who don't know what ripping means, it means, you know what I'm saying, joning, talking about a person or whatever the case may be, roasting and toasting. You know what I'm saying? So, but back then, you know what I'm saying, that's what we did, you know what I'm saying, you know, you had to be the battle of the fittest, you know what I'm saying, your mouth had to be on point, your mouth had to be sharp, and it didn't bother a lot of us 80s babies like it does a lot of kids these days, because a lot of kids these days aren't subject for the heavy throttle of a ripper or getting roasted and toasted. And you know what I'm saying? You really got to see how your kids are feeling, you know what I'm saying, after stuff like that happens, though. And then what they call it these days is bullying. See, back then it was a bullying. You know what I'm saying? You fought for yourself. You fend for yourself. You know what I'm saying? It was to get dropped or be dropped. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what it was. You had to really just take up for yourself back then. You had to be tough-toting, whether you wanted to or not. Or unless you was going to be walked all over the rest of the school year. So, okay, let me get into this story time real quick because I ain't going to hold y'all too long. I was in 3rd grade and, you know, kids are cruel. You know, kids will talk about how you dress, how your shoes look, how your hair look, how you know what I'm saying, how fat you was or whatever. You know, back then they was on that light skin and dark skin thing. You know what I'm talking about? If you wasn't, you know what I'm saying, Chico DeBarge, you was a Puerto Rican or half looking with curly hair, your ass was getting talked about. Or if they didn't like you, your just was getting talked about. And I was one of those ones that I got picked on. You know what I'm talking about? And thank y'all, though, because y'all help a bitch build her confidence up, bitch. Please believe it. But anyway, I was in 3rd grade, and you know what I'm saying, of course, y'all know I'm this complexion. Always been a heavy set girl. Always had a little meat in my bones. Was never skinny. And my natural hair was never a cascading situation. You know what I'm talking about? I always had short hair. So, you know what I'm saying? but my hair wasn't nappy and it wasn't never unkept. It just wasn't what the beauty of an eye of the beholder would have looked at it to be. And that's fine, because my mother always kept me clean, and I never went to school fucked up and dirty. But you know, you got some people who felt like they, you know, they was better than you, whatever. And I had this female, she was tall, she was skinny, she was light skinned, and you know what I'm saying, and she was bald head too. Yeah, they used to call me bald head. I'm gonna keep it real, they called me bald head because my hair was like real short, you know what I'm saying, peaky short, you know. But my mom always kept it, you know, nice and together. You know what I'm saying? I never went to school fucked up once again. Anyway, so, you know, she, you know, her mother dressed her and, you know what I'm saying, in name brand stuff, though, whatever the case may be. So she was more so on the popular side. And this is like 3rd grade, and I still remember this. And she always would just like, we would be like in the boys and girls line, and she would always like push me. You know what I'm saying? Like, call me little names or whatever. And just what taught me. And I will always just ignore it, though, because my mother always told me to, you know what I'm saying, ignore people, you know what I'm saying, because 60 stones may make your bones, but names but it will never hurt you. That's the song used to be back in the 90s. You know what I'm talking about? Early 90s. So she every day just noticed that I would never retaliate back. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was always told to ignore it, and you know what I'm saying, but it did bother me deep down inside, though. But I was never the type that would sit in the corner and cry. You know what I'm saying? I was always kept a straight poker face, and you know what I'm saying, just, you know, went about my day in school. But one day, y'all, I got tired of that, though. And back then, like I said, that wasn't a form of bullying. It was like she was, to me, I felt like, she was picking on me. She was picking on me a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I got to the point to where, you know what I'm saying, you know, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, a person could just push you and push you and push you. Sometimes you can be pushed to a limit to where it's like, okay, it's time to stop. You know what I'm saying? It's time to stop. So one day, y'all, I swear for God, one day she pushed me, and she pushed me one time too many. We were standing next to the lockers. You mean to tell me I took her by her shirt, yanked her up, and shoved her in a locker and closed the locker on this hussy? Yes, I did. Pressed and pushed her ass in the locker. Like, quit picking with me. Stop picking with me. So I don't remember if I got in trouble, though, but I didn't get in trouble with my mom, though. But the teacher did saw it, and, you know, says she did talk to me about it. I don't know if I got suspended from school or did I get sent to the principal's office, which I probably did, though, because, you know, even back then they never really tolerated, you know what I'm saying, fighting and stuff in school. But, you know what I'm saying, I had to let her know, you gonna stop me. You gonna stop with me, pimp. You know what I'm talking about? And after that, you know what I'm saying, she was cool with me ever since. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the fact that, you know, I had to take up for myself. You know what I'm talking about? Because I got tired of her calling me names. I got tired of her picking on me. I got tired of her trying to snicker with, you know what I'm saying, on me with other people. You know what I'm saying? I got, at that time, now it is what I know what it is now. I got tired of her bullying me. You know what I'm talking about? And sometimes you got to defend yourself. But if you can defend yourself without going to jail, if you can defend yourself without getting in trouble, defend yourself. But sometimes if you tell the teacher and the teacher not paying no attention to it, or the teacher's not really moving fast enough, make sure you let your mama, somebody that care about you, know. Because that bullying ain't the deal. Because kids these days, they killing themselves, they hanging themselves. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to handle being bullied. Because back then, like I said, you know what I'm saying, it's the drop a nigga or be drop. And trust me, though, she was pushing her envelope and I had to drop her. See, that's how it was back then. You just get a slap on the wrist. But now you got to think with tact and move with tact when people is bothering you. But trust and believe if somebody bring physical harm, give them the business. And let that be self-defense. But let them, be the ones pushing the envelope with that physical harm. Don't just jump up and do physical harm if they just running their mouth. Let them up or run their mouth. Because sticks and stones may break your bones, but they may never hurt you. But at the same time, if you get tired of that, because that's verbal abuse. That's verbal bullying. You got to stop it. You got to end it where, the way you got to end it, but you end it in the way to where it don't land you in no hell of beans. Hell of being of trouble. Real talk. But y'all, bullying is not real good. Even on, even grown folks be trying that passive aggressive shit, all that stuff though. Stand your ground, never be timid. Because when a mother don't feel like they don't care about how you feel when they open up their mouth and say some crazy, make sure they know that you don't, about how you gonna lay it down to the floor and give them their business. Period. Give them the business. And not trust and believe they'll stop with you. Give them the business. Queen said it. Queen told you. Defend yourself. Don't let nobody walk up on you. Whether you are grown, you a child. If you feel something is wrong, let it be known. No one's not made to be a doormat for no motherfucking body. No one narcissistic, however you say it, narcissistic or however you pronounce it. None of that. When a person is coming out their mouth or trying to put physical stuff on you, let it be known it ain't right and give them their business, period. And trust me, they'll stop and they have a better respect for you. They might want to be your friend. So until then, queens, stand up for yourself. Don't be timid. Always use tact to let it be known that it ain't right. And defend yourself no matter what. Never let no soul bully you. Period. So it's out, it's over, it's in, it's done. And before I let it go, follow me on TikTok at Queen Game TV. Follow me on Instagram at Queen Game Official. Also, I got Queen Game merch on my website that I have at www.queengame.bigcartel.com. And it's over with. Deuces.